Dub C here, and we're back with another Survival Saturday. I'm excited. I got 4 new products. I want to check it out and see how they do. So the first product is an Ozark Trail 5-piece mess kit. I actually seen this on Sticky Fingers 745's channel. He reviewed it. I really liked it, so I picked the one up, and I want to see if I can cook some bannock bread over the fire. See how well it does. Next item is Peak Refuel. It's a mountain berry granola. I love breakfast. This looks like a breakfast menu I want to try out. I actually seen Fernbark recently try a Peak Refuel beef stroganoff. He actually did a comparison with some other menus similar, like Mountain House, and he said Peak Refuel actually was the best. So I'm excited to see how well this one does. I know a lot of these companies are stepping up their game recently because of all the business they're getting right now and competition. So next thing I got, first Survival Saturday, I actually did a review on Tiny Survival Guide. I come across the Tiny Survival card. Now the guide is fantastic, has a lot of great tools, and you know, the knowledge is everything. This actually has the tools they can utilize on this card. I mean, very small. I want to check that out, see what how many tools are actually on this. And then the last item we got is a gift from actually Ryan Outdoors. So Ryan Outdoors is another YouTube channel. He actually has an outdoors channel. He does bushcraft. He actually built a mega shelter. He stays out in that. A lot of cool content. I enjoy watching him and seeing how he does things, so I can learn and use in my camping or outdoors. So he said, you need a saw. So he sent this saw my way, and I'm going to try it out today. So I'm excited to try all this gear out and then be ready. I got my inspired rations coming from Minotaur Trading Company. Got to get everything together on those. Be ready to check those out soon. So let's get started and check out some of this gear. The first thing we want to do is get a fire going. So we're going to cut up some of this deadfall with the saw, test out the saw and see how it does. So it is the SILKY Accel 240. Here it says on the blade. It actually comes out like this, and you snap it in place. Has a nice curved blade on it, razor sharp teeth. See how it cuts, and when you want to put it away, actually press right here and make sure your fingers are not in the way, because it'll definitely bite you. And just roll it back into the guard. All right, let's see how it cuts. So this is the SILKY Accel 240 folding saw. Here we go. So overall, really quick. As you can see, it just cut through like butter. Really no resistance at all. Very clean cut. And this is actually a pretty heavy duty log, so cut that no problem. There's other stuff you can cut through even faster, but the saw works fantastic. And a quick demonstration on some quick, like, you know, smaller wood that you would set up for either kindling or just starter. And look how fast it cuts through this stuff. I mean, it's just razor sharp. It's really about holding it stable at this point. So I got my base all set up for my fire. I got flat wood placed down because the ground is really wet. We just recently had rainfall, so everything's pretty wet. Trying to find dry wood to start it up. I'm using the Minotaur Trading Company fire tinder, and I put that at the bottom, and I'm going to use this Ultra Accel saw as a striker because it has a nice 90-degree edge, so it's another great redundancy from this saw having it with you. And let's try to get a fire going. Throw some sparks on that tinder. And she's to use the saw edge right here against the ferro rod. Just like that. So now we got our fire going. Got a nice fire going, so it's time to eat. In order to eat, we need a mess kit. So this is the Ozark Trail 5-piece mess kit. Go ahead and open this up. It's got a really cool setup. Alright, so it comes like this. This flips up. and boom, you got yourself basically a dinner tray. So I just set that down there for now. You got yourself a lid. The lid is actually only for, which I wish it was multi-purpose, is like a nice boiling setup where you can boil water or, you know, cook a soup, or it's got a handle that actually locks in on the sides and you can hang it. So that's pretty cool. And it actually collapses down when you're done. So easy storage. It comes with a 7-ounce water cup, which is cool. Again, it fits in there right there. And then the lid only works on this one. So it doesn't work on, you know, if you want a dinner tray, or this is the cool part. This actually is the frying pan. But again, the lid doesn't work on that, so it's not terrible. But this could cook easily right over the fire with that, which I will be doing. So now we have that out, we can get our peak refuel going. And it's got instructions on the back. It actually says it's 2 servings. So serving 1's 280 calories, serving 2, 570. You guys can look at the nutrition facts right there. So you got the instructions. Open pouch at tear mark, remove oxygen absorber, carefully add 1 cup of cold water. Actually uses cold water. Zip pouch, shake and combine, and open and enjoy. So I find it interesting that, you know, it actually has no preparation time. You just add, mix, and enjoy. So that's really cool for quick meal. Usually you have to wait like 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll go ahead and rip it open. Whoa, that's a surprise. Look at that. So we got our oxygen tab. We'll get that out of the way. But look at that, big old chunks of strawberries and berries and stuff. Did not expect that. That's cool. So we're gonna add our water. Just added a cup of water. That's all it says, and then we just seal it up and shake it. And I actually enjoy cold cereal over hot cereal, so this should be pretty good. It's all ready to go. I just added the water, shook it up, and it says you can eat out of the pouch, but I got my new dinner plate, so I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna pour it on the plate. Hopefully it all fits. Oh yeah, perfect. And look at that. It looks wonderful. I'm gonna take a bite of this. Now you can add how much water you want. I did add a little bit less in the cup, and it's not exactly runny, but it still has a lot of extra water in there. Let's go ahead and get a bite. Get a mega bite of all this stuff. Trying to get all the berries in one shot. This is the mountain berry granola. Look at that. Alright, so I'm a huge fan of strawberries, raspberries, and granola. And this is absolutely fantastic. Really, really sweet. The strawberries, when they're freeze-dried like that, they retain the flavor like of a fresh strawberry. Same with the blueberries. Really relatable to the milk and blueberries from MRE, how good that is. But it's even better. You can taste the nice natural ingredients in there. I don't have nothing bad to say about this. We'll definitely be getting this again. Very enjoyable. And it says it's 2 servings, but I mean, I could eat that no problem. So, fantastic. I really, really enjoy this menu. And it's like I said, it's got the wholesome granola, rice, milk with strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Amazing. All right, now the fire's died down a little bit. I'm going to try and cook up some bannock bread in this Ozark Trail frying pan. So bannock, if you don't know what bannock bread is, it's a very simple recipe. You put a cup of flour, and I put actually a couple tablespoons of sugar in there to sweeten it up, because I want to make a sweet bannock bread. But you can actually just take a cup of flour, add about 3/4 cup of water, and then you knead it inside this bag. And I'm going to add the olive oil for Minotaur Trading Company. And before I mix it, because I want to make it like a cinnamon sugar bannock bread, I'm going to add the cinnamon to it, and I'm going to hit it with powdered sugar afterwards, and then maybe some cream cheese icing. All right, so I got my outdoor field spice kit number 3. It's got the cinnamon 2 and the powdered sugar 2, but you can buy them individually. And I'm going to take this cinnamon, and I'm going to add it to my flour and sugar. And you want your fire to die down. You don't want a really, really hot fire, because you don't want to burn it. It's similar to cooking like a pancake. So I'm just take this sugar. I'm going to use a lot of cinnamon, because I want to really have a nice cinnamon base. It's about half the cinnamon spice. Get in there, and then you're going to shake it up. Once you got your cinnamon added, you got a nice mix. Then you can add your water. I would start off with lower water, like you don't want to add too much because you want to have a nice dough consistency. So you start off at maybe a half cup of water, and then if you need to add water, add water. All right, now I've added the water. I'm just going to knead it inside this bag. And this is basically a breakfast or dessert kind of bannock bread. But imagine if you added like the rosemary garlic or garlic powder to it, or even you could have it as a good side to one of your mains and MREs, or just to have, you know, I would want to try and make one and place the main of a like a beef stew over top of like a garlic bread or something like that, or even one of the Italian mains like the marinara meatballs. Oh, that'd be great. So we're gonna go ahead and you're gonna knead it and make a dough consistency inside this bag, and then we'll add the olive oil and throw it inside that pan, and we'll cook it up over the fire. Once you've kneaded it for a while, you get a nice doughy consistency. I've actually added a little bit of olive oil to basically the extra virgin olive oil from Minotaur Trading Company to the bag. It helped knead it really good and actually didn't stick to the bag that bad. So nice doughy consistency now. We'll take our pan. I've added the olive oil to the pan. And basically just want to warm your pan up and let that olive oil thin up a little bit, and you get you a nice covering on that whole pan, because you don't want any spots where to stick. I didn't bring a spatula today, so we're going to wing it. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Once you get your oil nice and thinned out, kind of spread around, we're going to take our, and this is the first time I've done this, so let's see how it goes. Take our dough and place it in the pan. So it's not exactly perfect. Kind of spread it around, just like that. And we'll let it cook. You definitely don't want to cook it too fast. That's why I try to let the fire die down some. Okay, as you're cooking it, as you get a nice base under there, similar to like a pancake or a bread, it starts to get toasty, you want to move it around. You do not want to let it stick. Utilize that oil in the pan to make sure it's on. And just keep on tending to it. And when it's ready to flip, you flip it. And we're going to have some cinnamon sugar bannock bread. Okay, we've got a nice hard exterior on the bottom now. We're going to go ahead and attempt to flip. I'm using the Minotaur Tactical Spork. It's good for everything. Look at that. Boom. Put it back on the fire. Alright, now we're going to give her one more flip. Other side's pretty crunchy now too. And want to get a nice crunchy exterior, so it has that nice outside and then soft inside. So it's nice and crispy. We're going to throw it back on there. Alright, I think it's all ready to go. Looks nice, nice and done. So I'm just going to plate it on the Ozark Trail dinner plate after I cleaned it up from the mountain berry granola. Perfect fit. Set the pan aside. But we're not done yet. Look at that. Dessert bread. I cannot wait to try that. So we got the powdered sugar. Now keep in mind I put the cinnamon in there before I cooked it. So it's cinnamon. And we're going to add the powdered sugar to it now. Sprinkle it all over the top. Alright, we gotta give this a try now. Alright, here we go. This is cinnamon sugar bannock bread. Nice bite right there. Right over the fire. That is absolutely fantastic. It tastes like a funnel cake that you get at a fair. Crunchy exterior, nice. It's cooked inside, but it is a little bit soft, so it's really nice. And powdered sugar sets it off, but we're not done yet. I gotta get a bite with this cream cheese icing. I gotta try that. I'm gonna put that cream cheese icing in a nice mega bite here. So I think this is just gonna be crazy. As I said, it tastes like a funnel cake, like right out of the fair. The olive oil, really nice blend. The cinnamon. Oh wow. All right, here's a bite with the cream cheese icing. That's absolutely amazing. That's MVP. That is a cup of flour with 2 tablespoons of sugar with some water. You got the spices, and you can just turn it right up. Amazing. All right, the last item I want to kind of go over. This is the tiny survival card. It's got the ultimate survival tips, and it's based on a magnet plate. I'm going to open it up and see what we got. Keep the bag intact, just like a little Ziploc baggie. So a couple of cool things. Inside the cover, there's actually a guide, and upside down, and it color codes and gives you a legend on what the items are. So you got the mini knife. Let me get that out of the way. I don't know if I damaged it. Mini knife. You got a drill, a fishing hook, mini button lure, an arrowhead, a fine medium hacksaw, tweezers, a mini gig harpoon, and needles. And it has all that information on there, and there's also a guide in there. So we're going to check that out. Now, I would say this is a case of this card is perfect for redundancy, and you know, you have your pack, and everybody packs their pack, having the gear and getting ready to go. That's great, but what happens when you lose your pack, right? So you have your pack and it has everything you need in it. This is a low impact redundancy, I would call it. And what I mean by that is you could have this in a pocket or another survival kit that's on you, because I think you should have a separate survival kit on you so you can pull from that. And low impact meaning the size and weight is absolutely, you know, there's no weight to it. It's easy to store. You could put it in your wallet, tuck it anywhere really. And then as far as how it works is this is a magnet. It's got the card, and then has like basically 17 tool survival kit with knife. It is EDC wallet size. Again, so that's just really low impact as far as weight or storage. I'm definitely be keeping this in my side survival kit, not so much in my bag, in case I lose my bag or I lose it or I have to leave it or you know whatever happens, I want to be ready. So in the case of just pulling one of these things off, say I want to fish. Now I got a fishing hook. Oops. So I can't really fish right now. I'd like to, but say I'm done with the fishing hook. Now I just place it back here. It's a magnet. So it's back on the magnet now. So even though I've used it, I can still put it back and place it back in the wallet. And you can actually put everything right back to where it was. And the magnet is what saves it. But it's got the knife, needles, more fishing hooks, you know, just amazing. Like I said, now it's a magnet. I can take it off and put it right back on. There's a saw, there's tweezers. I didn't really want to take everything off, but I just want to show because I think this is important. You know, really, I mean, as far as price point, you pick it up, you put it in your side pack, and you have it. So it's just another redundancy, and redundancy, in my opinion, is survival. Having things accessible at each point. But really impressed by this, how many tools actually come in this. There's a guide. I'm going to keep this as well. And there's all kinds of tutorials and more resources that you can scan with a QR code. But I'm going to keep this right with my survival guide and have both of them ready and on a side pack, so it's ready to go. And you could buy a couple of them. There actually is deals where you can buy up to 5 to share with family and friends. And just really impressed by these products. So we'll go and clean up camp, and we'll talk more in final thoughts. Final thoughts on the products I reviewed today. We'll start off with the Ozark 5-piece mess kit. Overall, worked fantastic. Went together and took it apart real easy, went together real easy. The frying pan cooked the bannock bread, which was MVP by the way, fantastic, no problem. Cleanup was really easy. Just the way it goes together and holds everything, it's really cool. I didn't get to try the boiling pot, but I'm sure it'll work fine. The dinner plate worked great. I could plate up food on it, no problem, eat it up. But great product for a price point of $4 to $5. Can't beat it. Only thing I'd be worried about is durability, and I'll be testing that over trials of time. Next item is the Peak Refuel Mountain Berry Granola. Flavor was fantastic, really easy to make, be perfect to throw in the pack. I mean, I'm excited to try more Peak Refuel because I've heard some of the other menus aren't that good, but this one I can say it's 10 out of 10. I really enjoy the granola, the blueberries, and strawberries. And as far as ease of use and all that, fantastic. Next item is the Ultra Accel folding saw. Cut wood no problem. Folds up nice. It's pretty light, but overall great tool. I mean, it cuts wood like butter. I mean, it blasts through it. Very impressed. And can use it as a fire striker. So very nice redundancy to have on it. I'll definitely keep this around. Very, very awesome. And then this is kind of my favorite product for a couple of reasons. I mean, just the fact the size, the tiny survival card. All right, the size and just the having all the tools available, the magnets, all great ideas. And I'm probably gonna get a couple of these and kind of spread them through my gear, different packs, just so I have access to it if I need it. But this would definitely help out if you were stuck with nothing else. I mean, you can use it to make tools, and use it to even make other survival tools, right? So a lot of great things about that. But overall, all 4 products are great. Had a really good time, and that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.